Hello, my lovely spectators, Didi here, and welcome to my studio. So, we are back for another 2-for-1 video of grungy tags, right? So, we will start like last time with the grungy tag challenge of 2026 that is hosted by Lori of Pals of Paragraph. So, her February prompt is folded. So we're going to need to do something with that idea on the tags. And then last year's was coffee slash tea dyed. So having elements, I guess, that have that behind it. So let us figure out, well, let me and you watch, and I wish you could, could give me some feedback in the moment live, but that doesn't happen. But you could always leave a comment and tell me what you think. Where did I go astray, or was I just as brilliant as ever? No. Anyway, just kidding. So we're gonna do folded, we're gonna do a large, a small. So again, I'm just gonna go in here and whatever I get out, a lot of the large tags are very similar. So we're gonna do a large, we're going to do medium, and we're going to do a small tag. So we're going to set up for folded. So we're always going to do the 2-for-1, but we're going to do the 2026, the most current one first, and then we're going to do the throwback to last year. So we're going to be doing folded. So let's see what we have to work with. Oh, a lot of maps. Okay. That's cool. So folded. I had an idea. So let's see if I can actually make it come to fruition. I'm looking for my supplies. So I do need that to make the tags. So we're going to make these guys tags first. And then have all my adhesives and my extra eyeballs. On this side, I got some paper supplies to my right. I've got stickers and labels and all kinds of goodies everywhere. So actually, let me grab my inking supplies. I know I'm not going to need them all, but just good to have them there. I know I sound a little muffled when I move away because I'm turning my head to kind of grab what I need. And I'm just trying to make things accessible to me. Okay. So the decoration of this is it's going to be interesting. Okay, so let's get to it. Oops, it is grungy, so we want to start off with doing our tag shape. So these guys were on backing from something. I'm not sure exactly what it was. This was on craft cardstock. And we did collaging with I don't even know, I think it was book page stickers. And this is also on cardstock. So just figuring out which way I like that to see that look. Okay, let's get that trash. Let's grab a pencil. What does this say? Town of Hempstead. I don't know why I have this, but anyway. I want to kind of get the middle because I'm being a little like, oh, I'm going to eyeball it. And then I get a little, kind of want it to be in the middle. So let's recap. These guys are 2 inches by 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are 3 inches, 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 by 6. And these are 4 by 8. Okay, so I like to put on the big ones a slot punch, and I'll have this listed. I got this on Amazon. It's really heavy duty. Like it punches to like nobody's business. And we'll do that over here as well. They also don't go down too deep, so you don't have to be like, oh, am I going too far? Even the hole punch. I'm going to use the hole punch here. It doesn't go down that deep. Okay. So, those are much better in the center. Okay, and let me put these tools. Let me erase a little bit of that because I did just have that as a guide. All right, let's put this bad boy back and let's ink these up. So we're talking about folded, so having some kind of element that's folded. I think I'm gonna probably wind up doing something very similar to all of them, because yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I have a we shall see, we shall see. All right, let me grab something. Like last time I used ground espresso. Let me just get from here. Let's just do the traditional vintage photo. Where's my, oh, we got a brand new thingy majiggy. Vintage photo is up here. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, let's wipe her up, get some ink going. That's not giving me any kind of confidence that I've got ink in this bad boy. I gotta get some refreshers and grab some whatever from there as well. Okay, hair everywhere. I don't know. I know we lose 100 hairs a day, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need to be losing any more hair. I'm getting older as a woman. We tend to lose hair, and that's not something we want to do. Well, who wants to do that at any point in their life? Okay, all right. That's giving me some good color. Okay, let's go here. So let me see. I have papers from Temu, which I'm trying to use up, whatever the word is, whatever the phrase I was trying to say. So I'm gonna probably pull. I've also gotten things from Hobby Lobby that are more stiff. I'm feeling like I need something stiff in order to kind of do the thing that I wanted to do. So because this guy's so big, I'm gonna try to extend the amount of inking. So if I go here, it's gonna be very light. So I'm doing it more 45 versus like 90. So I can get a little more of that inking visible, and it looks purposeful and adds something to our lovely tag here. All right, do I also want to do some stenciling as a layer? I did it the last time. It faded in the back, but it did add a little something something, you know. All the layers we put on here, they play their little roles to help that. I think I'm gonna extend it a little bit on this guy too, so a little more of a flat kind of thing. This vintage photo is not as juicy as I would like it. So I have been on YouTube with this channel for a little bit, and I've been on YouTube here and there for different channels. I've had a couple different channels for different hobbies and stuff, and you know, I've gotten a good number of new subscribers, so I'm happy for that. I'm up to what, 230. For a very long time I was hanging around, I want to say like 110 or something like that. But joining the challenges has been great to open up the world, or open me up to the world of these challenges. Let me be found by some people that otherwise I may not have been, because, you know, they are doing, do I want coffee dyed? I think I'll put there. Got this. We got a little more speckles. We got the honey comb. I don't want anything too, this is mathematical, so math teacher in me wants to use that. I used this last time. Let's just, because of the longitude latitude, let's use this just in a couple of spots. I have way more than these, but just not out where I can find them right now. Okay, I think I'm also going to try to use a lot more of my scraps today to probably get some of this done. So let's put some grid down here, okay, and we'll attach some up here. That's good. Just a little something something. Let's do this diagonally one on this, just to add a little interest. Oh, this one's a little more delicate. Cannot be as aggressive as I was on the other one. Ugh, whew. You know what? Let's not use it all. Let's do something different on all three. So let's grab this guy, this one, this little weird speckly. What is shaking? Oh, those are all my pans. Oh, that's a disappointment. Let's add some more ink and see if this helps out a little bit more. Okay, I'm being a little abusive to my stencil. So I see pieces are being lifted up over here, but that's okay. It's all right. I don't want to use the same kind of big hole to kind of get some color through. All right. All right, that's something. It's a background layer. We may cover quite a bit of it up. And yes, no, I'm not cleaning my stencil right now. It's the stress. When I get a chance to have a space to like spread out another time from now, I'll be able to clean that all up, no problem. We're gonna leave this out because I will have to distress other elements. So I have a bag of scraps over here, and I want to use something cutesy. So are these stickers? Are these washi? They're washi. They shouldn't be in this bag. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna have to move that. But looking for some papers. Oh, this is a lot of masterboards. Wait a minute. This is not really scraps. Well, there are some scraps. Look, some more graph paper scraps. Let's take that out. Let's take this out. Let's take that. I don't know what I'm planning to use. I feel like I looked at the ones coming, and and the ones that were last time, and it was like, this is coffee dyed. So I may just put this out here because I know that coffee dyed is coming. But you know, we could use stuff more than once. Okay, is this cut of paper? Yes it is. Sorry, looking for supplies to use. Got this checkerboard, this, that. Again, I'm like I told you, I'm easygoing when I'm trying to craft. I'll just grab a bunch of whatever, and we shall use it and do what it is that I was thinking to do. Okay. I don't think I have enough of what I need, but I wanted to have a few big pieces here. And then in here, these guys I probably won't use right now. Maybe I will use that. Okay, this I might use. This I want to use some of it, so that's the truth. Now this is an envelope, and the idea behind here is folded. So my thing is like, I have a tag here, and I need to fold. Something has to be folded. So I'm kind of like wondering if I can do something with that idea and this tag. But I wanted to do something different, so maybe not this big of an envelope, but that idea of the envelope. So we're gonna take a couple of pieces of paper, okay, and we're going to fold them. Okay, so I have a couple of sheets. All right. Okay, let's see. This guy we know is 4. So let me move. Let's start with the big guy. Let me move this out the way. No, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Okay. All right, up here. And let's see, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't want to do 4. I want to do like 3.5. 3.5-ish. Is that 3.5-ish? let's see here. 1, 2, 3 and a quarter. Let's do 3. Let's do 3. Okay, let's do 3. So we got 3, and then we're gonna fold it again, and we have less than 3. That's not what I was hoping for. Yes, we're gonna do this. Okay, so we have a folded element right here. All right, so we have a folded, okay, folded. All right, so this guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to compare here. It's not encompassing it, it's giving it a little peekaboo. So, okay, I'm good with that. So we're gonna start with that. We're gonna start there. Now, I had pieces of bigger paper that I was thinking of. Let's see if anything works over here. Let's go look at these guys. We've got this, and we've got this. I kind of like, I don't know why, but I kind of like this, but it doesn't, I don't know if it goes, maybe this one, and then I'll decorate. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. We will play with these later. So, need to cut this at 3 by 7. So, let's start with that. Let's start with 7. Let's start with 7 and 7.5. We can always cut down 7.5. Okay, so we have extra, and then we want to be 3. So 3, and let's do 3.5. Okay, because we could again always cut down from there. Okay. All right. So this will hide that. Okay. Yes. Yes, it will. Okay. I'm just getting rid of that white edge real quick while I'm thinking. I'm thinking about how I'm going to attach all this and what I'm going to put for decoration. All right, so I'm thinking folded and I'm thinking interactive. So I kind of want to have this here, but see, that's a little big. Maybe I should cut this down. I'm gonna cut. Does it bother me the width? Let's see. Is it more the height? Yeah, it's more the height. Let me cut down a 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm gonna cut down 1/2 inch of this bad boy. Right, was it 1/2 inch? Yes. And I'm gonna cut down 1/2 inch off of this one. I don't want to cut off the numbers. 1/2 inch here. Okay. It cut it a little funky. I'm finding that sometimes things cut, but I think it's like if you have that soft paper or paper that has been you know, this is older paper, but not that old, but it's old enough, and you know, it has that kind of soft texture. You wind up losing the ability to cut with a trimmer smoothly. So okay, let's see here. So I want to attach this here now because I want to have this open like that so that you have journaling, right? But also like this. So I think I'm gonna make this a hinge right here. Okay, we're gonna do the number thing to be a hinge, so we will lose one of the numbers. Okay, so we're gonna hinge that down, and then I need. Does it matter? Okay, so I want to be able to see some of the map after the fact, right? So we do that, right? Okay, gotta figure out how that's gonna work. So if, you know what, let's use some washi. or some blue tape. I know I have blue tape around here. Yeah, here we go. So we wanna do a test run. Okay, so if I hinge this bad boy down right here in the center, okay, this can open up like this, okay, and then it could open up like that. All right, now do I want to, I know it's moving already because of the hinging, right? So now how do I want this to go, right? So if I wanted this to be like this, but then like that, yeah, okay. I think I could salvage, I could sacrifice one side. It's not a big deal. Which side though? I feel like it doesn't really matter because of that being like so aggressively thing. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to add adhesive to this over here first, and then center this in the center here, place it down so that I know that it's in the center, and then center that on top. I think that is the way to go. So let's grab our adhesive. Okay, so I'm gonna bust out the art glitter glue, and we're going to start to actually build this tag with the folded element. Okay, so now I like to hold this up. I'm making sure I see a good distance on the bottom, on the top, and now I'm gonna press it down. Hopefully it's not too crooked. And there we go, nice and nice. Okay, so now it will, if I pull it this way, we have journaling, and if I pull it this way, we have journaling. So let me get under this little fold so it's nice and flat. Burnish it down, nice and flat. Yeah, okay. Well, I like this. This is a nice little. So now this will go on top, and we need to decorate that. So we said that, well, I said that I didn't mind for it to be, how do you call it, completely covered. So I'm good with that. So we're gonna just go ahead and put adhesive on here and do the same thing. So we're gonna center it. Okay. So this is coming along quickly. Okay. And again, I pick it up because I want to see my centering of this. Okay. Looks good. So now I'm going to smush it down, make sure, and now we'll see. We can open it this way, or we can open it that way. So this tells me maybe I should put a tab right here. So I'm gonna get a tab to do that, because you open it this way, it's okay. You can open it further, but if you open it this way, you're definitely gonna hit. So a tab might lend itself to telling people that they can open it that way. So we will put a tab. All right, so now let's, we've got that folded mechanism. Let's look at another tag, and then we'll do decorating at the end. Where are my tags? Okay. Where did I put them? They disappeared. Oh no, I think I put them up here. Did I? Yes, I did. Here we go. Alright, so another folded element. Okay, I liked the idea of wrapping around the tag, and that would be folded. All right, this would be a folded element. So I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to, this is probably going to be like the simplest one. We're going to fold that right there, and we're going to fold this right here. Okay, so we've got that. Now, do we also want to make it so that it could open up and reveal? I think so. So let's center that here. All right, so we're making a little pocket on the back, and we are having some gatefold type doors. So we're not going to put glue over the entire thing, right? So do we want to, no, I kind of want it in the center. I don't know. I don't want it to be like a traditional. So maybe it's more like a belly band type situation. So let's just put some glue here on this right before the fold. I could see the fold there. Okay. All right. Then on this side, I did an inker. I did not inker. I could ink the doors. This is okay. Well, let me ink it now before it gets closed. Like, hello, grunge. You know what? It already needs more ink on it. I really need to find a inker, a re-inker. Okay, this guy is not going to be, it's in my way. So piano paper, if you never work with it, it feels so smooth and it's like super delicate. And it has these holes, which is how the piano player reads to know what is being played. How to play what needs to be played, rather, so that you could hear the musica, hear the music. So, but getting it to lay flat has been a pain. I posted on Facebook asking like how, because it stays rolled up, and but again, anything that you roll up for quite a bit of time is going to stay rolled up. So, but anyway, let me move topic over here. Let me try to hit some color on here. The edges, like, I'm afraid to rip it. So, okay, so we have our next folded item. So we have a little belly band in the back, right? So we can put things. Let's fold a piece of paper. So we got a belly band back there. We could put, and we can put another piece of journaling paper in here. So we took away the journaling, but we gave them journaling back. And then with this, we have this, so we can, you know, add some decorations on here. And, you know, feels like that'll stay pretty much like that. So we're good with that. And now let's see what is going to be the folded element here. And so again, let's see here. What do I have? Okay, I have this coffee dyed streamer, party streamer. You know, the ones we used to do this to back in the days. Well, it's more brittle because of the coffee dyeing. What if I did a little folded ribbon along the side here? That might be something. And let it like hang off a little bit, and then I don't know, would that be enough of a decoration? It might be. Okay, let's get this off of there, and let's see, how do I even start this? Okay, so we're gonna put this there. We're going to fold up. It's moving already. So this, our glitter glue does not like this guy. I'm gonna fold that. Okay, we're gonna put another glue there. We're gonna fold up. Okay, we're gonna put a little more glue here. We're gonna fold up. and another little glue there. I'm going to fold up. Okay. All right. And you know what? I think we're going to leave that down there so we can add a little something something. So they're all glued onto each other. So now I'm just going to add glue to the back so we can glue this down and see how this is going to go. Okay. So we have a nice little folded ruffle over here on the edge of the tag. Okay, it needs a little more glue. That's another thing. I think that sometimes when we have coffee dye, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't want to use, it loses its natural state, and then it doesn't want to let us, you know. Okay, we're gonna cut that off. We're also gonna break this down just a tiny bit. It is a little bit extremely long over here for my liking. Okay, and over here it's kind of invading into the area of the hole. Okay, so we have a little folded element on there. Okay, so folded for the most part is kind of done. We just need to decorate. So let me grab, what can I grab? What can we put as folded? I need something, oh, you know what? Let's grab mushrooms today. So here's my little mushroom container of things. Oh, and my little bugs. So let's do that. You know what? Let's just put a bug on here because it'll be funny. So just anything really like that. That's okay. That's who's gonna go. It's gonna be right there. All right, let's put him there. I'm good with that. I like a little whimsy, a little bit of whimsy in my life. Okay, the only thing I love these because they're super thin stickers. They're a little shiny, which is meh, but getting them apart sometimes is ridiculous. I mean, the amount of minutes probably trying to get this sticker up is bonkers. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got the little bugaboo. All right, we're just gonna do that. And this tag is done with the little roach path. Is that a roach? I don't even know what that is. But it's like steampunk. What is it? I think there were steampunk bugs or something like that. Waterproof sticker, but steampunk bugs. So that was not supposed to be with the mushroom. So number one is done. We have some 3Ds, which I think won't work on here. Tags usually get slipped in. These are probably better for pockets. Let's see here. What can I put? We've got some transparent ones. That's fun. Let's see. Transparent behind here, or do we want them to be sticking out more than just like what is that? What's behind there? No, I don't think so. I think I want something a little bigger. Let's see. Is this? It's not really that much bigger. I mean, it's bigger, but it's, yeah. No. Let's see here. I don't like that either. What about this one? They're actually not that tall. So, decisions. Okay, these guys are similar. There's two of those. So we've got this. So maybe I can have these two in here. Right, and so we see some, we think it's long, but it's actually two. No. No. But I want a mushroom. I want a mushroom in here. You know what? I might just have to put like a little cluster on the bottom and then put something else on the inside. Okay, do I have this? Do I want to do this? No, that's not it either. How about this? No. You know, this little card right now is making me look a liar because I'm always telling you how I'm easygoing when it comes to like putting these things together. I don't want two of the exact same. And now I'm over here like, nope, 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 nope. And it's like, oh, you just made yourself a liar. No, that's not a bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Okay. These are the same. Yeah, so packs that have multiples. Okay, these guys look similar to each other. They're not exactly the same. Let's go with that. Right? Yes, there's 3 of them. Do I have a little tiny one that I could put on the door? You know, this is the doors that we have there. Do we have a little tiny one that's the same? I don't think so. These guys are all... I could do black and white, like a little juxtaposition. Okay, maybe. Let's see. Let's go with this. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. All right. So we're gonna make that work. We're gonna put this back. I don't think I'm gonna do that on the others. Okay, so we can have a little mushroom over here, just on one of the flaps. So it looks like it's closed, but it's not, right? So I think I don't know. I'll just put it, I think there's more darkness on this side that I could kind of hide the glue behind in the vellum. So we will put it on this side. Okay, I'm gonna open that up for now. And are these guys stickers? I don't remember. I don't think so. I think they're just like acetate. Let me try. Let me try with a needle. Oh my god, it's taking me forever for these. I thought I had a plan. I was gonna try to stay under an hour for both. No, these are just acetate. So, all right, let's put them over here. Let's go. That one there, this one here. And then I'll chop that one off. Maybe I should make them little. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll put him there so at least I see that it's more and I can chop some of it off. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so let's see with this acetate what's going to happen with the glue. Okay, so I'm going to just put this down. Okay, and then this one I'm going to tuck under so I made sure I didn't put glue all the way in there. Okay, and I'm going to do that. Not going to press that down because I need to put this one, you know, over here. Okay. Under. Okay, we will have to cut off some edges. Just recalling in my big old book from the last time that I know that I have things that say specimen. So where is it? Okay. One more second. One more second. Oh no. Said the book is not completely full because, you know, oh, here we go. Let's put one of these. What colors? We got red. Let's use the browns. Collected. Then date. And then somebody's signature. Okay. So let's ink those edges up. Something is moving, you know, that slow movement where you hear that little ticking, clicking, and things are sliding, but you don't know where it's coming from. That's what's scaring me on my right now. Okay. Did I do them all? Yeah, I think I did. All right. Scissors, 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 scissors. Small little scissors. Okay. I know I need to cut off the bottom here. Would you just move already? Whatever you're doing. Do it so I can know I have to pick it up later. There we go. Mess on the floor. This was blocking me from closing. Yes. And then up here we have a little bit of overage as well. Okay. And over here as well. Okay. All right. So let's just add some of these. Let's add the date to the bottom. April 16. Let's add the collected in the center. And let's add the Magasio Falcata. Marica, I don't know. Mariciago, I don't know. Let's put that up here on there. Okay, there we go. So our folded, with our folded gatefold belly band situation on our middle card is done. Okay, so we've got a folded ribbon, we got a folded this, and now we got a fold out book that we need to decorate. Where is, now it's got a lot of it's got map. So what do I put around the map? What do I do to make it more fun? Let's see, what do I have? I've got flowers. Okay, I like this. So this is another Tea Moon paper. I think I'm just gonna take a section and I'm gonna find some butterflies. Some butterflies. Where is my tearing? Well, I could just use this because it's long enough. Okay, let's do here, the center, so that I could tear both sides. There's one, and then there's the second tear. Okay, there's two. All right, so we're gonna put that there. Let's put this back. Let's see here. I just saw this. Maybe add some labels. I'm going to look for some butterflies, butterflies, not flowers. Some butterflies we can add here. And are these stickers? No, these are just die cuts as well. Let's see. This has a couple of elements. We got one. We got two. My big old hand is gonna break. Okay, we got three. We're gonna put three because we like to have things in threes. Okay. All right. Yes, things are on the floor. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Right now, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know what? The video is running long. That's why if it was choppy at this point, a lot of edits to cut out a few minutes here and there, it was necessary. I'm trying to do what people have said. I mean, I put a poll, only 4 people gave feedback, but hey, I'm not a big channel to have thousands of you guys giving me feedback. So yes, we're gonna put that right there. Where's my glue stick? Let's just use this little guy. This is almost finished. So this is that Eileen's Intensive, you know, industrial strength, whatever, glue stick. So just got the sides for the most part out. So again, we're going back to the center, matting this as best as possible. Okay. So very strange, no strange, very straight, angular, kind of like from the card making days. And let's see, where can we put these guys? Do we want to add a little sticker of some sort over here? Let's do, these are transparent washi, so we're gonna just put a little cluster, specimen notes, a few little pieces here and there. Natural history collection, because it looks kind of, you know, oh, we have a field note, so we got a field note label. Okay, and then we got a natural history collection label. As straight as it's gonna be. Do I have something else I could put here? Specimen numbers 78. And let's put filed, okay, as well as overlap. Okay, all right, so now I want to just add the butterflies on here. And so they are bright, but that's okay. They're gonna add that pop of color. So let's put the blue one, let's see here. Let's put the blue one fluttering amongst. Let's put the orange one up there, because he would be too close to the oranges, but he will still be adding something to here. The orange one here. And then I like this little black and white one, just hiding out down here. Okay, there we go. Our three elemented, trying to make up my own language over here. Our 3 cards for the challenge for 2026 with the prompt of folded. So, oh, we were going to put a little tab here so that we knew we can do this. So where are my tabs? Where's my box? I just had the box. Yes, here we go. Let's find something fun. You know, I like the element of fun here with this brown with the gold, not gold, whatever that is, color that is. Yeah, we could also put that in a, I don't want to have to, or this. You know what? I'm gonna go with the fun. I'm gonna go with the fun, the unexpected, the bling-a-bling of it all. And I'm not gonna take you through the whole rigmarole of getting a topper, because we need to move on to the next one so that we can do the throwback to 2025. Okay, so we got that. So we want to put this about there, I think. Yeah, that's good. And then we're going to add adhesive here. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. Here we go. So, ooh, what's this tag? I could write back here, but what's this? Oh, look, so much right. I'm sorry, I'm being silly. So here's my folded. We got a fold out little writing spot. We got a gay folded little card tab, right, with a belly band type situation in the back. And then we just got a little decorative bug with a folded little ruffle up here on the top. You know, maybe I could put another little brown labels for consistency. Let's put a couple of things right here. Up there, let's see the little ones. I got a little square one, I got a little long one, and let's take a little round one, and let's cluster them up on the top so that we have something going on here. So, okay, let's see. Ooh, these are strong little buggers. Let's see, this is species number 492, and we're gonna put this, oh my goodness, put this up here. Okay, sorry, I'm like struggling to get this off my fingers. Okay, so just a little something. So here we go. Tiny one, medium one, large one, and I'm gonna put you on hold, and I'm going to go get the next one. This is gonna be a long video, guys. I'm gonna put you on pause. This is throwback to 2025. So I need to pull another set of tags. And so we're going to again dig in here, grab one of these, grab one from in here. These all seem to be kind of the same, and then grab another one from there. Okay, so the 2025 prompt was coffee/tea dyed. So I'm assuming the elements need to be present there. So got a box, I put those little strips in here. Got some coffee dyed stuff over there. I got coffee dyed ribbon. So let's see what we're working with. Wow, straight up super blank spaces. So let's make them into tags. Then one of my receipt boys. Okay, so perfect, because we are going to need to incorporate that coffee dyed element. So let's grungy them up. Let's use something else, because that vintage photo was not making me happy. Let's go with the hickory smoke, which is up here. Gotta remind myself where these things are. Okay, and let's add that. So it's a little bit like black soot, but not as screaming in your face. Okay, so what I'm noticing already is that there's some spots that had glue on the front that are not taking. Oh, I forgot to punch the holes. We'll go back to that. Okay, so again, we're just gonna, so it's interesting because I'm picking this gray color. We've got this white and black background basically, and we need to put coffee dye on here, which is brown. So we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Okay, so I have a couple of ideas, because why not? And I have some little things that I made that I just, haven't used. I used them in another thing, but it wasn't I used them on another element, but it wasn't in front of you guys. So, yes, I know I'm a slappy inker, but like I said, on these big tags, I really want to see the ink. Okay, so let's put that to the side. I need a sip. I got some Gatorade. Oh, sorry for that beginning slurp. Where's my punch? All right, I'm finished with this one. Let's do this guy. And again, I want to have it not be too far off. Or, you know, I don't have any coffee dyed, whatever you call it. Shoot. Tabs. Because I was, oh, maybe I could do that and put just tabs on this set. But, I don't think so. $6.49. Okay. All right. So we're gonna put a hole up in this one. Okay. And we'll put a hole in this one this time. And then we need, I feel like this big bad boy needs a slot. So there we go. Done and done. Okay. So let's get some coffee dyed elements to kind of play with over here. All right, we've got that. I still have that envelope from before that I was kind of playing with, but I had already had the other idea, so I might use this now. We shall see. I also had another piece of that has been coffee dyed, if you can tell. We actually had this, and this has also been coffee dyed. So it has this. So let's see here. Let's see. I think I'm gonna layer that here with some other stuff. On this one, I think I'm going to use this again. Well, maybe I'll layer that here. With this one, I think I'm going to use some of these strips, maybe? Yeah, I'm going to use a couple of strips. Possibly. I think I'm going to use some strips over here as well. Okay, how many? Yes, I'm formulating a plan as I'm doing this. I think that over there too. And then that. So those will go on this one, and then I will just use some of that there. So I may not be using this at all. Maybe I'll incorporate something here. And okay. All right, so let's start with this middle one. Okay, just going to, I'm gonna, do I want to put this down and then put this on top like that? I could do that. I think so. I can cut down the center. This hurts. It hurts so bad. See how smooth? Oh my God, you could hear it. We're gonna hold that. We're gonna save that. That's a scrap we will still be saving. Okay. With this, we're going to attach it to this. So let's do that, because then I could just am I attaching it like straight, and then this is going to be also straight, or this way, or this way? So should it be this way? I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so let's attach it here. So I might have to repunch a hole through everything, because I think I want to go all the way to the top and whatnot. So let's put some of that executive strength, industrial strength. I don't know why I said executive. I think it's because it's late or early in the morning. It's like, what is it, 4 in the morning? Yes, 4 in the morning. And I'm over here crafting away because I'm crazy lady. And let's just get rid of this extra so it's not in my way, in my face. So we'll do that. Okay, and then we want to collect this up here so we have this little overgrowth, right? Or do we want to do this and have only a hint of that white coming through? Interesting. I think I want to do that now. So let's just put a single strip of this adhesive down here, and then let's get ourselves to be putting that there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have a little bit of liftage. Let's just put a few little spots to hold some of it down so it's not too flippy floppy. Okay. Okay, so this tag is not quite done. We still have to decorate, but I think I need to punch the hole back. Yes, there we go. And I think I want to add another element. You know what? I think I might add some of that pink, this pink coffee dyed paper. You know? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And I want that ripped overall edging, just to add another layer. And no, this generic paper I'm throwing out. Let's see here. I don't want to cover too much of the holes, like I kind of am. But I wanted to have, okay, I need to narrow it down just a little bit more. It's just a little element in here, just to add a little bit of color. Okay, so we're gonna let's just keep using this bad boy. Okay. All right, and then let's address decoration later, I guess. So we've got 3 different coffee dyed elements there. I think that's good. This one is just gonna be fun. I'm gonna do nothing too straight. I'm just, you know, cutting it down to be a little thinner. And I think that might be all we need. Yeah, so we don't need this one. And I'm just gonna do something kooky. I'm gonna do some fake weaving of some coffee dyed paper on the front, and then we'll put a focal image on there. Let's do this. I don't want them to be parallel in that way, so we're just kind of wanted it under here. And then this one more should go under. Okay, I think that's good for now. So let's reinforce those adhesions, right? And let's put the glue where we need to put it, underneath and over and under and all of that good stuff. And then I'm going to clean up the edges in a minute. Okay. Okay. All right, let's clean it up. It's a great way to use up those strips, I guess, we have. Come in, you know, we collect them. They don't always have to be for sentiments. Okay. Alright, so that's a prepped base as far as I'm concerned. And now with this one, I want to mummify the middle and add a little space here. So, okay, so we're going to use this guy again. So when I say mummify, I'm just taking these strips that have patina on the edges or whatever, and I'm creating a surface that I can use as journaling. I did it in another little video, so I figured I'll incorporate it here. Because, you know, we're trying to get rid of this hoard of supplies that we're all holding on to. And we think we're going to use these items for certain things, then we don't, and then they sit there in our cupboards taking up space, valuable space, and we need to kind of whatever. It's on. So gotta try to use these strategies. Ooh, sticky here and there. So I'm just gonna try to keep the edge uneven and work our way down the tag. It's also another way if we have a master board, I guess, kind of, and it's kind of blah, like this one, you know, I was just starting out. I was using book pages and whatever, and you know, I went a little ham and I made a bunch of stuff, and as I was cleaning up, I discovered that I had all this extra, you know, master boards that were already made, so they were perfect to use as tags for these challenges. So yeah, let's see, this one, yeah, let's just cut right away. Okay, so if you glue it down really well, then it's perfect. You go right over it. Right now I don't anticipate this side being as a writing, but this is my mummified section, at least that's what I'm calling when you do this. I'll probably put the video at the end credits. Mummy paper, you know, we have Franken paper, this is mummy paper. So start up a trend. Become an international success. Let's see, can I stick one under here? Yes, I can. Okay, cool, because I feel like I was a little short stopped. I didn't start quite long enough. All right, let's get this bad boy stuck under here. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I will say that this glue, and I think I've said it before, if you've seen me use it before, it has a bit of an odor. And it says low odor. Okay. This is kind of straight, so let's get this off of there. Give a little bit of ragged edge. Okay, let's see. Did I get any other straight edges? No. So here I have this blank slate. I still see the black and the white of the back. And these are now truly trash. So I will keep some of these strips because I do have more strips somewhere else. But anything is kind of like this, I'm gonna trash. This could be part of a cluster, so I'll give it another, but all of this is going out. give it another free pass. All right, so now what do we want to put on here? That's the question. So you can decorate. Oh, so I left this to the side. You know what? This will pop up as another option some other time. So let's just put it over there. Okay, so what I wanted to kind of utilize was all of these things that I made. So I went a little doodling crazy. And I doodled a bunch of little houses. Oh, that's perfect for the mummy paper. We've got little houses on the hillside. Let's tuck a house. Wait, let's tuck a, where, how high? Let's tuck a house over here. Let's get one more house. Let's see, we could tuck a house in here. We could tuck a house there. Look at that. That is so cute. So cute. I think I did some mushrooms as well. Let's actually put something there. So I did a flower now. Oh, I did, this is my little funky mushroom. That's too big. I could do that over there. The green and the pink, right? I like the leaf, but I also like these. I think I'm gonna do that. But I don't want to cut my leaf off too much. So all I did was doodle. This is something that, you know, Natasha from Treasure Books does. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. And so I doodled up a bunch of stuff on some book page. And I, look, even like my little ridiculous little flowers, little hearts. Some of them got a little wonky. Okay. So there's a, you know, supposed to be flowers, supposed to be little flowers. Let's see, can I just, that looks kind of funny. It looks kind of funny, but you know what, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna roll with it, you know. There we go. I'll put that there, and I'll put this one here. Okay. And right, so this is going to be for like a fun, whimsical kind of a thing. Let's see, do I have another leaf? I did a bunch of different mushrooms. This is another one. I like that. Maybe I'll put those two together. Leaf. No. I really like, I wish I had done more this dark, but unfortunately I did not. I don't think I did, anyway. Okay, just digging around. So I have a whole jug of, but see, I mixed other things in with them, so now I'm like regretting throwing a bunch of stuff in here. I made a bunch of little, as funny as it sounds, I made a bunch of little dots, little bubbles, little squiggles, little dots. So maybe I'll put some dots around there. And I think the leaf one, I think that's good to go, right? Cause that funky butterfly is just too big. Just too big for that. Oh, this is cute. I like that too. Yeah, I'll put that there. I'm just making whimsical. 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 All right, this is going to be here. So I want to get one more, you know, like the odds of it all. You put odd numbers into your things, into your designs. So I want one more little bubble. Okay. All right. Oh, she's not that little, but I'm gonna put her there. Okay. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna do those. I think that's cute. And do I have another, like the rule of 3? So I have this kind of mushroom. Let's see if I can do that. So 3 and 5, 3 and 5. All right, guys, trying to make this one quickie because I was long on the other side of it. So let's just go ahead and glue stuff down, right? Like, and then I say to myself right now, why do I need to be making stuff when I have so much other ephemera and stickers and embellishments? You know why? Because we're creative people and we want to have original items as well. So that's why we do, I think we do that too. Yes, I am kind of putting the words to be facing up because, you know, but even though the houses are not, but the baubles, yes, and stuff. Let's see. Oh, you go here. Okay. So my little mummy paper, because I didn't tack it down as much, created these hills and valleys for these little houses to be. Okay, and let's put this one. Oh, it's this side. Yes, I could see like it's very bright on this side. So it does leak through because these are alcohol markers and stuff. So, it's, you know. Well, I'm going to have to pop another slot, but that's okay. Alright. Let's get all the edges down. And let's just pop this little heart there too. Why not? Because we love what we're doing. Okay, so we got a nice little cluster of doodle house. Doodle. 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 There's a doodle. There's the little in there. Let's get this popped out here. Okay. So we've got coffee dyed. So I've got the coffee dyed base, and then I have book page doodles. My doodles. So I think I did the challenge. Grungy, and that is dark with the, you know, black Sharpie, the irregular shapes. I'm justifying it like that. That sounds like it makes sense. With this one, let's try to get the whole plant on here. So we're going to put glue along all of this. Over here, over here. And let's put this on here. Okay, because our glitter don't give you that much wiggle room, so I don't want to make a hole through the leaf. I'm gonna have to. Maybe not. Move, move, move. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we got the leaf there. Alright, how much do we have to trim off? I mean, we don't have to, but let's, because it'll just get ripped or cut on something. Okay, and then we're gonna pop on this little flower just because I think it's cute. Why not? Why not? Okay. And we have a little overhang, so we're going to trim it off. I could have done it over, but I wasn't doing it all over on everything. All right, and this little piece was hanging over. Okay, so we've got our coffee dyed elements and then our doodle for the grunge. I'm making a face like, yeah, right. I don't know. How grungy does grungy have to be in this challenge? That's the question. Okay. I don't know why I'm trying to cover the glue. I'm going to avoid having to make a fresh hole in this bad boy. And now let's bring this over here. So I can put one up here. Put one here. And then one there. Does that make sense? Does that look cool? Do I want to put the green one up here instead? I don't want to cover all the holes. And then this bad boy overlaps that way. And then this one here. Okay, there. There. I don't know, what do you think? again, I'm proving myself to be full of caca when it comes to how I decorate. I'm gonna do that. 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 So, okay, let's just get that kind of secured together to where it's supposed to, where it kind of felt like it belonged. Okay, and then over here, we felt like belonged there. All right. So now we need to put glue on everything. Oh, the gun is back. Okay, you don't need a terrible laugh book page. Alright, so we're doing this. Okay. Yep. Yep. And we're gonna cut off this little bit. Okay, alright. And then, just because why not? Let's add some little blobs. Put a blob here, just because why not? Let's put a blobby up here. Let's not put it connected like that. Let's put a blob up here. Let's put a blob right there. And then let's put a blob up here. We don't want to line up anything too much. All right, guys, I'm gonna call this done for the throwback. So I got my tag, medium-sized tag with piano and streamer coffee dyed and copy paper coffee dyed. Book pages and my doodling as the decoration. The little tag has, the tag is the one that existed, coffee dyed strips of ledger paper and regular copy paper to make a background weave, and then my doodles. And then the large tag, we have my strips of coffee dyed paper, using up those stash of supplies that we have, and I've made this mummified, mummy paper style center where I was able to tuck and make a landscape or cityscape or scape of my doodle houses. So there we go. That is mine. I will find some other tags, probably some green woolly or some red or something like that to put on these. But as of right now, we're going to call it done. And I'm going to say thank you so much for being here. If you're new and you enjoyed yourself, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you've been here, then great. Thank you for hanging out again and welcome back. So you can still like and comment, and you could share because you know already. You know what I'm like. And yeah, so wait until the next Test Me Tuesday, and challenge is in March to catch up on this hashtag grungy tag challenge 2026 and 2025 as a throwback. So again, I'll get my words straight next time. I'm still trying to get my ending going. So until next time, ciao, bye.